Hi everybody, welcome back to Rabbi Aharon Attitude Adjustment. Well, it's certainly been a busy 40 days before Yom Kippur since we had the total eclipse of the sun across only the United States, oddly enough. Now, like we talked about before, an eclipse is a sign of things to come that are not so great, not necessarily to the Jews, but to the nations of the world, and I would consider the United States one of the nations of the world. And I think you would too. So what has been happening? We've had hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires, sun flares, all within the same 40 days. It could be a remarkable coincidence. I don't think so, but it could be a remarkable coincidence. It could be that Hashem is trying to tell us something, like I said last week. This is also a warning. The eclipse was a warning, number one. Two, the series of hurricanes, earthquakes, forest fires, sun flares, etc., also a warning. That's two. Remember the old saying, 3 strikes and you're out. You really want to see what's next? Well, let's take a look into Torah this week. The Torah has been telling us for the last few weeks, this is what you do, this is what you get. You don't do this, this is what you get. And it just makes it so simple. All we have to do is believe. That takes emunah. Remember we talked about emunah a long time ago? Let's bring it out again and talk about it again. It's the complete and total faith that everything, I'll repeat that, everything comes from Hashem. It all has purpose, because why would he waste his time doing anything that had no purpose? And because he's a loving Father, ultimately, it is always, again, always, for our ultimate best. So this is what we need to realize. Emunah is important. Teshuvah takes us back to a place of emunah. If we've gotten off the path, we do teshuvah, say, Hashem, I'm really sorry, and I'm going to do better in the future, so please help me, and then you do better in the future. Well, this week, a question comes out. Well, it's not really a question, it's more of a statement. I'm going to read it to you. I know I don't do this too much, but I'm going to go ahead and read this one anyway, you should know. It says, "See, I have placed before you today life and good, and death and evil. That which I command you today, to love Hashem your God, to walk in his ways, to keep his commandments, his statutes, his ordinances, and Hashem your God will bless you." That's great, isn't it? All you got to do is do what he says, and you get blessed. Isn't this great? But it doesn't end there. It goes on. Skip a little paragraph. We get to a point where it says, "I call the heavens and the earth today to bear witness against you. I have placed life and death before you, blessing and curse, and you shall choose life so that you will live." Obviously implied in this is you shall also choose blessing instead of curse. And I know what you're thinking. Rabbi Aharon, what kind of a moron would choose death? What kind of an idiot would choose a curse? Well, maybe it's not done on purpose. Maybe it's not intentional. But if you look in the mirror one day, and the person looking back at you says to you, "I don't see why I should have to pray. It's not a big deal. Hashem knows what's in my heart." I love that one. Hashem knows what's in my heart. David in Psalms tells you the heart is a liar, but no, Hashem knows what's there. Anyway, you, if looking in the mirror, see someone looking back at you, and that person doesn't want to pray, doesn't want to do Hashem's commandments, doesn't want to keep Shabbos, doesn't want to keep halachot, doesn't want to keep kashrus. Well, it could be that that person is just getting to the point where they're starting to realize, they're starting to get some emunah, they're starting to get faith and realize they need to be doing these things, and they're moving forward. Or it could be, if you're looking in the mirror and you're not thinking that way, and you're not moving forward, guess which side you're on? You chose death, and you chose the curse. And right now, out in the Atlantic Ocean, after all that we've had in the way of bad inclement weather, sun flares, and everything else, there's still one hurricane out there. And oddly enough, it's going around in circles, which hurricanes don't do all that often. Now, sometimes if you watch the Weather Channel, you see they show you a track, or projected track of a hurricane, or 2 possible projected, or 3 possible projected. Well, if you see the projections on where Jose might go, it looks like a big bowl of spaghetti. They have no idea. It could go north. It could hit land up north. It could hit the Carolinas. It could go to New York. It could go to Bermuda. It could go to Florida again. Or it could go right out to sea and not hurt anybody. Remember Hashem called the heavens and earth? Where do you think that hurricanes come from? They come from Him, through the heaven, to the earth. Let's make a good choice today. Let's choose life. Let's choose blessings. Let's have total emunah that everything comes from Hashem, it all has purpose, and that purpose is always for our best. Let's choose life and blessings. Have a great week ahead. We have Rosh Hashanah coming up. Go into Rosh Hashanah clean. Go in knowing that you have already made all the teshuvah. Do a strong cheshbon nefesh, a complete examination of your life. What have you not done teshuvah for yet? Do it now. Do it before you get to Rosh Hashanah so you can enjoy Rosh Hashanah. Have a big smile on your face, and everybody in your shul will wonder what you've been up to. Now, it's been a little sketchy on the schedule here, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I've started recording also for Breslev Israel. Now, their website is www.breslev.co.il. There, I usually record for them on Sundays. It usually comes out Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Thursday, whenever it gets out. Another place to look for Rabbi Aharon, Attitude of Judgment. And Rabbi Aharon tells you, have a great Shabbos. Have a great new year. Happy, healthy, prosperous, full of love, full of joy, full of fulfillment. Be well, my friends. All the best.